league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
For a free t-shirt.
Free throw, good, Paul. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Here's Paul, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Suggs. Carter with it. Inside. Back to Banchero. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 5 on the clock. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Paul. That cross. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter. The Magic trailed by 3. Banchero with the screen. The tray. It's rebounded by Paul. On offense, here are the Spurs. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Spurs leading by 7. To the paint. Vassell outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Suggs. Carter right side. Kicks it out to Banchero. Banchero with the screen to the middle. Carter outside. Puts up a three. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Barnes with it. No good that time. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Carter to stop the drought. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. Chris Paul picks up that. The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That misses, so he splits the free throws. San Antonio leading.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Kept alive. Pass to Suggs. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. Got it up. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's San Antonio as they end the second quarter with a 13-5 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Magic trailed by 6. Banchero left side. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Bangs home the trifecta. Banchero's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Magic. Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Coming out on the floor for your Magic.
And here is Suggs. Banchero outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Back to Wembanyama. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Out to the wing. And stolen by Wembanyama. The finish. And the dunk by Barnes.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after deftly getting a hold of the ball there.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill. Even in youth basketball, I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Bitadze. Fires from deep. Rebound, San Antonio. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Black. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Spurs leading by 12. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Black. A putback. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Bitadze. A steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Spurs have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And again, San Antonio turns it over.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 8 points for him. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:03 left to play in the third. And stolen by Biyombo. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The Magic trailed by 13. Inside, Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. deciding to change it up. Spurs leading by 11. Barnes the screen. Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Black. To the middle. To the wing right side. Puts up a three. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got it back down to single digits for the Magic.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Bitadze. And Carter has it in the corner. The wide open look here for Fox. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
51.
And so it's San Antonio looking at it. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Spurs leading by 13. Pass to Champagny. The three from Barnes. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Fires the three. And it's Sohan missing. The Magic trail by 13. Carter, that's good.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Paul. Pass to Wembanyama.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Banchero, that's good.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Outside, Fox. And here's Barnes for three. Pass to Paul. There's the triple. They double team Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fox. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Magic trail by 8. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Wembanyama with the rebound. And stolen by Wagner. Carter looking around. And he drives in.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Suggs with the steal. Now, here's Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Wagner with it. Covered by Barnes. Now Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A sign of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Caldwell Pope to tie it up. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Castle's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Carter outside. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Suggs.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. And finished off by Banchero.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
It's Fox with the drive. Back to Wembanyama. A 3 from Barnes. Rebound by the Magic. Well put right side. Pass to Banchero. To take the lead. No good on that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money!
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
Here's Wembanyama. Carter pulls it in. And even 3-on-3 break. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Wembanyama with the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3, they've got to play smart.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Here's Fox. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Carter hits them both. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Wagner. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win